today, the 22nd day of January 2021. The good old days. And for today on, we want for talk to the ancestors them. We want for talk to the Salon Trade. We want get a conversation with them. So now I make we ask the question, say, if you get the opportunity for talk to the first and salon, for talk to the people and maybe they trade, how the conversation go look like? Waiting at the questions the way you go like for ask them. And if you then at the mind, waiting you feel say then go ask we right now. Eh? What if you say then go ask we right now? Because just now we don't ask some people and we don't begin for comments. Make us see if I can able go way back. If not, then I think so Una we don't comment before about this topic for today. Una self can come and comment again, or you want for call and make we know what you want for know from them. And what you feel say then go blame we for now. Eh? One for know with people in trade. Because Lin say, Ingo ask them, say, waiting make them become back in a salon with that boat after the abolition of the slave trade. Eh? Waiting make them come back in a salon after the abolition of slave trade. Mohammed Kamara say, Ingo ask them, why make they not copy from the white people them before they left? And why they left and allow within the white people and left, they not improve them. Everything go backward. Why? Question is, if you're able to ask our ancestors, and if you ask the first and salon, remember they can celebrate 60 years inside April. So if you get opportunity, forget a conversation with first and people them. Eh? What's in it go look like? Abolition, why they can't salon, why they not learn something, why they come and the small thing where them be done, land them, they're not able for upkeep them. I'm not me come and say, infil say, then the ancestors then go accuse we say, na technology, na ain't done well, we right now. Because Edna Bangura Imbi say, he say, we not for blame ourselves right now. Now we ancestors them. Eh? Now them we for blame. I they open the phone line now. Waiting, you think say you go ask them. I about to someone say, you go ask them about we history and we culture. The phone line open. If you want to be part of the program, you get the opportunity for call. But make we come with Patrick. Make we hear what in Patrick gets for we. Yes, Patrick. The conversation, what in it go look like, sir?
The conversation will be a lot of questions from there. Because like me, number one, as the comments that they don't say, wetin happen, why they not continue from outside the colonials they left. Why we not go talk before the colonial, the independent they know, I not go ask them that. Because they go get all explanation say now the colonials they did and ten and day. But after 1961, wetin happen? Because me, I give me an example. Me pa, me the work na NDMC, na kono. And NDMC back in the 70s, 80s, the top diamonds the way them come on as Sierra Leone are through NDMC. And me pa na me dey na the number 2 plant machine. I dey tell you this because one day, because the two bothered me so much that I sit down with me pa one and one with the drink poyo. I don't mature them 10 and they ask her. I said that, but why all them diamond a day? Me the pass na yuan. If you take her, you go give the jumbo because the white man they may call it the jumbo. I said, why you better go give the jumbo then? Say, hey, me picky, you not go understand. I said, because camera no they nobody know to watch you. Why you not keep one big diamond for yourself where from don't change the entire story of your lifestyle? Say, even your great grand picking they not go poor. Because one of them diamond they but outside, you know, it will give me solid explanation all the time and they he say, well, the white man they may they pay them good because USA will be there for na anger man the government the jumbo cutter the way they build. You know, like there inside the grass field near the NDFC for so me they everything me they force. I don't think they take he said then because they may they provide. I said now not a
I
good
want
thing
only
because
under Patrick, yes? Because the question we ask him, but let's take back way the intending the who say in the go sell them?
oh then side you go sell it and they dealer them then a corner where they buy diamond.
But
They
if
get
na be
top
big diamond, if I be raise a flag, we for put on a trouble. You not think
enough
so?
for me raise a flag triple A. I dey tell you say then tell them they will get big diamond dealers there like that Kasim Basman, Tamba Jabi, Sula Jazzy. You get man the way they sell black diamonds under the market when people that get more than 30 carat, 50 carat diamond where government no the no box. Where they know they report to government, they go through them man and they become them man and they not licensing owner government know them. So although the price will be different from where we go through government or take them out.
Other person go say in no one for selling integrity. Because if you look am back, he go say na thief in thief. So in no one for be that kind of person there, na he do what he supposed for do.
Okay, I will give the example. Say in company the way they made they in charge, where they want me to do the same thing. I'm not gonna say they life better because they're picking the none of them not come out better, you know. But through that, some of the through them diamond then they enter inside politics, then they make name for themselves like SM Commander. Most would know about SM Commander, SM Bori, Alaji Bori. These are guys that why they tell you then through them people that then diamond they get top people that they where make money parent they where they make name for themselves. They make name for themselves for the for their own self because not for the picking. Now one time that the picking they come on well where they do well. But what you mean they try to say and then they not be the monitor them. There's no way they may the monitor them. We see the plant come, they bring the grab with them, they bring her to the machine the wash it separate. Even then Sunday because now they may get the first option for go do overkick. Would I know but diamond like where the big because the machine are always big diamond they may take. You know, you take the then 1 carat, 2 carat. So all the weather it go pan the Sansan and then Sansan the day then when I make Uda go na way to go Tumbudu side, you see then Sansan the pie some swiker. Then Sansan and then I get the first option to go overkick then Sansan they friend them 2 garage, 3 garage diamond number 10 because the machine the plant normally keep in small diamond. Now only above them 5, 10, 20 carat diamonds there, the way they build the machine. So when I get that discussion with her, I said, why? He said, you know, you will give me concrete answer. Because once you I think about it, I said maybe write it the other way. I not judge them for what because thief not thief, no matter how
Okay.
you thief not thief. But I mean definitely I mean think as a young man, I mean think as because the way you see other picking the way that they live well, the papa they don't do, well you get the opportunity where they not go question and they not go do nothing. All you need for do just for that. Although it be also for inside buy other thing there. But what he made a try for so with people there after independence where they not continue, now they the failure begin. From with first prime minister, we go to start the blame from another day the old begin to dig. Small, 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 small. They dig the whole thing. The same way for cover, no way, not there again. Now just expand not your number now. Shekika you doing young. From there we just dig all the dig all. So they're not gonna give we they're not gonna give we blame because if them we don't lay the foundation there for we like maintain certain institution the way the colonials they left, like especially that train, if that train line they from the wrong, like we not for the suffer for transport business for the go upline or for even food. Then the other thing, if they be able to keep the SLM, which is that Sierra Leone Marketing Board, how they call it SLMB something. Then
SLPMB.
SLPMB. If they be able to keep down, because now under the Sierra Leone, they export the food there. Like then there's a woman they talk about that coffee. Now Shakandas they make coffee. Shakandas company now they make that coffee they where see they make that and then a raw one, raw coffee. They just the patch them where they patch and the grain and they put inside that packet they seal. So it be very rich in it. The coffee be very rich. That coffee the way they can go Guinea. We started to sell it at tire place. They then top restaurant and that coffee that they use. I don't see an hotel without no Guinea and Nivotel hotel and Anvil where they serve and they. By the time they walk with one Malaysia and India and they look like Indian. I mean, they walk with the way we go to for dinner where they serve. I see the coffee. How you see coffee? It's very distinct with the red. I did the way they make the coffee for Nivotel hotel there na Anvil. Now they put the salon coffee that they use for serve the customer. So the coffee is so rich. So from there, people they not go get answer for we. I they tell you because I learned that from it. I know me get serious answer from me. It's just one come with one excuse because this is why they tell you truthfully. Without work NDMC, they expect you for like get money. It's just like inside salon. If you dey work now at 13, they did not say you not money man already, or you one way or the other. That's what NDMC they because the diamond them will pass through them people that were there. Three channel where the diamond that they can like then Sansan they went part them to go over kick. A bad battle is you take 3-4 buckets in parents Sansan and they you go over kick. Now you get more 2-3-4 carat diamond because as I tell you, the machine not be the old small diamond like that 1 carat, 2 carat. Now where you gonna place without know that creditor, where you gonna OPI. Now they all them are come and they will go make money, they go Gambia. Now they them in the end because the diamond they buy and cheap. Even if you pay big diamond self, let government know. If they get possible they buy again. They're not gonna buy on the price where they for buy them. But if they buy again. Because when they don't buy, they get license. And government don't know the car after them. That's all I get for today. Then the last thing is the question they're not answer at the base, they're not gonna get proper answer.
They no get answer for we, eh?
Then I blame them on they're not gonna get because the mistake they don't make and I know some of the way they say they
well, who's blame if you say then go and put pan we?
The only blame where they go put out, they go say we not serious. We not maintain, they go say we not serious, we lazy, we not hardworking. Then blame them they go give. And but then they people they in the 80s, in the 90s, the young man, the women they come, everybody me hardworking, everybody me eager. But where the war come after the war, people that back begin eager, people that begin strive. Now make we see the migration na Freetown Kamboku. Because if the upline, the poverty, nothing, they can't meet the day, develop, they can't meet the day. So instead of that young man, they will get ambition. She don't have that village, they get ambition. If they can't say progress, the development, they follow, you make up your own life. Because if the government or the country not able to provide for it, example, somebody finish even O level, you don't have Kono Kelema or Bumpe, all them small village, they don't do school. If I say if you continue and a farm work, you go end up back with boku woman there or 2-3 women. And you get potential. I don't say it's not bad for farm, no. But you get some people that get finished school with me I know somebody who were very bright during school days. If so, I said, guy, then at the top now we class the hall. We finish, we was you, what happen? You go to village because of school fees. Say they go first school fees. Now rec you go rec so. Say where the worker join rebel. I say take that. So you see, they develop with people. They not go get concrete answer for we. I invite anybody. I stand to be corrected, but they're not gonna give you. If me pie not able to give me concrete answer from diamond business, I don't know. But because we see the rural we come on a mining area, that we see some of the diamond the way they pass. We one day diamond will able to change his generation life. He make his sleep na yan. When party tell me the amount of diamond the way don't pass na yan. So on that is that think I say if then diamond me probably keep 1 or 2 cents. So right? God know the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, Amara. The conversation with we ancestors them, the first and salon. How you think say it go look like?
Me one question on my way. I forgot if you have been get opportunities for ask them. One thing on my way for ask them why they allow for the salolo get tribe. You don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you in them country or they abroad. Watch all the countries them where they develop dialect today. Yeah, they don't know what in a tribe. United States of America, United Kingdom. They don't know what in a tribe. If in a breaches, in a breaches. You don't understand. Now, one of the key things that they will equal we country. Most of the African countries the way that they be elected in because of tribe. And take a look at Rwanda. Paul Kagame after genocide. Where he come, what he say? No, forget about tribe. This, that. We don't know what in a tribe. Then forget about tribe. Look who side and day today. Look who side and day today. Look who side and day. They far ahead. The foundations the way the British school people are left now we hand as a country. If we been built on them foundations and like most of like they like today salon people and a visa na any take for go salon. Was a visa not to like this who know who they take visa for camp, but not to like wait here they try for talk. With visas for no expensive more than any other visas na Africa. Just imagine South Africa. We get South African passport. It can a United Kingdom without a visa. See how them country value. Another example, look Malaysia. Malaysia, oh, the halala today. Hey, Malaysia fine. Who say Malaysia they get them foundation? Now from Salute, Banga, now they been able to take and they can plant another country. You don't understand. The thing where it boils salon now because of Badat. Why would people who Badat and tribe now don't boil our country? You don't understand.
So you feel to say then go accuse we of Badat and tribe?
Now the tribe we don't begin.
The tribe now then start them.
The salon Badat we don't start. Not to today salon. Not to today salon Badat start. No, not to today salon Badat start. Salon Badat don't start from the old time. Now in salon Badat we don't start. Not to today salon Badat start. You don't understand. Not to today this Badat don't start. Not to today this tribal business don't start in that country. So the one key thing of Sierra Leone for long we go before. That tribe now for try abolish in that country. Would they as one Sierra Leone? One. As would they as triple will get so many things in that country. Now make way I can talk about where some of my colleagues then can talk. I can tell them, I say, Salo, we get a lot. One of the key message we make go get one day I get opportunity for talk to presidents. Now, one of the key things we I go tell her. Once until the interview na Al Jazeera, waiting Abiwale the guy ask him na Al Jazeera. It like say the guy know waiting our ask Madabio. Madabio get all the minerals. We no benefit anything from them because we they get people away they go mine, then can with them, then can from raw materials, then make them to finish goods. All waiting you need. Take your own resources. You get people that we are Sierra Leonean. Sierra Leoneans then the thing where government need for do no more for embark on, follow we go. We don't need company for go do mining again. We self need for mine we own minerals now. If in a gold we they dig now, law make gold now we country with the way they call her, we they pull the wall we'll make them to a finished goods. If in a bauxite we pull them, we'll make them to a finished goods. We don't need for go find mining company for come mine now. We then call. We get them keep trip we are not know at times what I can see though. I they think about anything and why we country up till now we they be in. Then people there we leadership na then country na that country. Then they copy good one, but they need the study and they need to pass the exams. Trip we watch waiting they happen at Salon. Salon we they far ahead of waiting people and they expect from we. But trip we are even shame for tell some of my party they say honestly say me na Sierra Leonean. One lady once on tell me so what tell and say me na Sierra Leonean. You know the first thing we ask me, he say when I country, he say if you make it show and diamond. Could you imagine? If he asks me, they say when I country, when I reach, he say they left for work so they see diamond na gold. You know, we get a very good history. That they undoubtedly. You know, ever always be proud for tell anybody say you're not Sierra Leoneans. You know, we get a very good history. What's a very good history? But the problem what we get na saloon, what we forefathers a mistake ba na this tribe and padat. Not in Poel Saloon. You don't understand? Because just imagine waiting they happen currently. Where this government can na Mende Southeast. Where they were then can na if in a one salon we get nobody know they think about that. Inclusion go there. But we they see now, not to anything Poel Saloon. Na tribe.
All right.
It's tribe na Poel Saloon. Then they'll tell anybody. And he justify in this way that he able justify any side who say go. Tribe and Badat. Are the two things and then they were them Poel country.
Okay, thank you very much. You get any other thing?
All right.
No, you want to say something?
No, Triple A, what people like can think about country, some of who look waiting they happen. Triple A, look how people in the suffer and then slums. People in the suffer for rentages. Look how people in the suffer for housing. Government look the kind building them over here. When they put money pan this, one day posse they go see it if all diversify.
Okay.
You project them. Go build council buildings them. Put buildings them. Put you know what here they talk. You don't Canada, you know that country then you put them 5, 6, 10-story buildings them. 2-bedroom apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. They pay monthly. Nobody no go tire say I no go able get 50,000 for pay for house. Then thing and they now waiting that it make his citizens their life become better. The other problem we again at them country salon a housing problem. Just imagine you then they pay you 1 million euros. That 1 million euros they wait till you get for go take somebody where you want go rent house. Person the landlord they go to before you tell you say I want 2-year rent. Could you imagine? I the rent me house for 5 million. 5 million I want 2-year rent. Then they pay you 1 million euros that country. Triple A, sorry.
All right. Thank you very much, Ama.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, take care.
Yes, Ayo, you get the platform, sir. What in the conversation go look like?
Yeah, well, from your part, me go tell straight up saying that Poel the country, you know.
How? Eh?
Because
what's in the foundation for make you say na them Poel the country?
Because people maybe don't talk this before. when the white man they left, they not take the gold and diamond and gone with them. They left the country. They give independence. They say, yeah, una go all on a set. International independence, una go take care of business. Then left. They left the gold, they left all the resources. They not put in a boat, then ship them. The one that they don't thief go, that one they go with them. But then still left the resources, now they gone. We independence. And we, your ancestors, then, we are not calling ancestors because they're not through that way behind, about just almost 60 years. Now they spoil the country, so they not good nothing for tell me, me go tell them plain off. Because if they set the trend as to nationalism, patriotism, keep the institutions, improve on them within the white man they left, Salon not been for day in this kind of predicament with them today. Before that, what they do, they bring nepotism, tribalism, regionalism.
Now the ancestors then bring all that?
Most of the ancestors then the one that will take over after independence.
Okay, all right.
Now then, ancestors not have nothing for do with the decay with them so because the ancestors belong to the British rule. The one that will take after independence, now then spoil the country. And the one that will take after them, continue the same trend, go worse and worse and worse. That will friend so and politicize everything, tribalism, everything you can think about. And all the institutions with the white man they left. Nobody will tell me, say the institutions were not working. The judiciary was independent, police was independent, everything was working. Post office being they run, people in post van they carry mails, they not also to use.
Yeah.
You see now?
Not at all.
That because the people that really rule the country not set the pace for other things and they continue. They just concern on mismanagement and corruption and tribalism, regionalism. When the education, when I take over education system, it been worse off like what we see also.
Not at all.
What's happening to that now? What's the cause of that?
So if you say all entire way they talk so now, then go blame we for?
They're not gonna blame we for nothing. That then certain make we not able to fix them because the one that will now the rulers them, presidents, prime ministers them, we supposed for stand firm and run the country. They are the one that will involve mostly in the decay of the country because if they're being straightforward and stand firm, the people where they are appointed don't go sit down and make kukujumoku, But where you then see them say the people where they rule and self ben, not make themselves ben. We not get the farm rulers in other country the way go say this is it. This is the way it goes.
Because what to make I ask you, just like how you say, now because of the pace we didn't set. Now I make because then go say, well, if we don't begin a bad footing, why una not change them?
But they don't put in a big hole. The one that wait time and after them, make us don't want to wait time after them, no go able because within the system of Salon is they go into politics for humanitarian reasons. Sierra politicians, then they go into politics for cap, get rich. Because the guy will be there, they see the right Benz and Pajero and Prada SUV, and then at the man then go na the constituency, so then come out England or America or Europe, people in the direct man then come. God make them get the opportunity for going to parliament or get political appointment. The all in concentration is waiting the label for make abroad, then we can make a salon. I know a lot of guys we in America will not be hustlers. We go back. on the last regime, we make money, with some of them therefore involved in court cases. You know, that the system that one day, until we get a leader, they will be strong enough. We will say, Fambulu, Boda, Padio, Anawa, we will fix this country. They are the only way we will frustrate things up in that country there. But as of now, with this kind of trend, where today, na so confusion, then at this, tomorrow and that, you know, it's gonna be hard, man. People need to see the reality in where the country face. You know, that's why just kind of when they talk, say, hey, Salon go rise again, Salon go rise again. Yeah, we want Salon to rise again. But there's a lot of work to be done. A lot and lots of work to be done. Every sector, man, every agency, every parastatal, you know, they go under. You know, tell me which one they produce. All the ministries, then within they talk, then they change. Which one you go and give positive high mark right now for the past 10, 15 years? Maybe they work now, one agency will be linked to a ministry. People in the can no more, they sign and sit down. Most of the ladies at that time, they just sit down, they filing fingernail. Work not day. Education system a problem. You know, then destroy the education system, make the beginning. Man, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, people. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, can you introduce yourself for we, please?
Alim, right.
Yes, Alim, what's in the conversation go be like?
Number one, the first question I will be asking people is for be why they ask for independence when they know they already. And the first question that one therefore asking. Why ask for independence when they know so they already? You cannot blame the one them before independence. Which happened last day they don't slaves them, you understand? I'm not going to ask them much of that question, but I will ask them just after independence or before we ask for independence, why we ask for and where we know already. Because now the first problem now this side, from what I'm listening to network from good old days, I learned a lot of things then where I know since Salon. From the after independence, we will take Salon. Salon will ever sweep. And they will begin for them. Now, the mistakes them begin come. They will fail for correct the mistakes them when our ancestors them. Because people are the same, most people they enjoy today, right? Now, them papa, their effort will put, now them continue, they lay the platform for them. People, you know, just imagine me, we can start from my own platform for myself. Now, they therefore work for me own picking them, right? For you, them can be of that little bit of easy walk over because the platform are late. Then the kitchens were passed to them. Now they continue. And from what you see, what you learn from that 1961, they will then take independence. Now the division starts. Where the divisions of Sierra Leone start. It's a tribe. And that tribe will already work on and say they don't get worse to 2021 today. And leading up to this 2021, I get question for us. I be think say a new government will forget for level with unity. People, a unity is strength. We know unite national and we continue for divide every single other day. And the more we divide, the more we continue for fall. Even inside your household, people, you cannot rule your house if your house is divided. That's the first step of leadership. So we lack leadership from 1961. So my question to them would be, right, why did you seek for independence when you're not really ready for it? Because they're not be ready for it at all. And take them through to the selfish interest. So who are run this country. So now you find out it's alone in the independence from where they take up. You find out say wind up for be like something tribalistic from that moment from the Samuel Magai to the Albert Magai, and then the other side derives say, hey, this is not to royalty, we get for Passover. So from them point then day. So the problem is why do we seek for independence when we are not ready? I mean, and the only question and that was in our past scholar talk. We say tribe, not division. I don't read about tribe people. People a tribe is a problem. So what you need, any leader will come. Now oneness and unity for continue for play because we can no longer take these tribes anymore. They have already been there, right? But at least unity for being preach every leader. Now may they pain me while they say it, say presidents go talk on side. I feel division there and speech them. It pain me inside me heart because division is not your preaching, right? Unity should be your preaching. First lady, another form of division. From 1961 division, you still continue. Don't preach division, preach unity. They will tell us that we can come to one and still make Sierra Leone, right? Not so division with the six make Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone is continuing to divide. Just follow what in the happen, right? From the media, now they read the army, now they read every sector is divided due to tribe. And what are these two tribes today in Sierra Leone? Mende and Timi. So we really get a lot for those Tripoli. And that's my main question. I go ask them. We seek for something that we're not ready for. Now it's everything has fall apart.
Thank you very much, Aliu Alim.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. He thinks Salon be ready for independence, so they can seek still. But make a count Nancy. Make we what Nancy get for we today. Yes, Nancy, what in the conversation go look like?
Yes, good evening, everybody. Me, I feel say no more. Me, I know they blame people them all. I think say I they blame we, the ancestors. They then try then fight for the independence, then fight for voting. Then feel say it right.
So you feel say we be done ready for the independence?
Well, I believe so. We'll be done ready. If they know, if you say then. Well, then you understand and they, that's all they know. Education not been there that much, but basically anything, then just know but what we know how for survive and how for they in peace with each other, do the barter system, trade with each other, but then they do fine with that. Until there why I come, but even when they come, things change, they left everything in place. We be them in the call with the Athens of Africa. We get FPC been there in place, the schools that them they high, waiting self we be say even people them then self we go colonize with them, they come on at their own country. So we for go educate. We been get not go factory, they work fine, brewery they work fine, and Dokutin and them they go well. You know, the country it been fine, everything been fine, right? Lights the day, everything been fine. So me the only question I for be ask them is the tribal business, why make them not be a fixer before it gets to the point to say it go today? But I believe say them go ask me this question for say, oh, we left you now all them thing they are. What make una not maintain them? What make una allow all them here for let them pull now una arm and una have up say, even the mosquito they help with it because now they drive them now. Even the mosquito then do their own fight. Now then drive the white man and
exactly
salon. If for everybody familiar with the say with the white man's grave, now waiting will happen whether yellow fever be the kill the way make they run away. So even the mosquito they help we fight. So why we where they can now, we lack maintenance because all what they left we will know the maintenance. So everything on well. And now we rely back for say, okay, we go back to the one they way been colonizing. Now they no more all the time, even though we don't get independence, and they will always rely on. Even though we make palaver between just we say, we're not able to solve them between we say for say one person for say, okay, let me be the bigger person and let we solve this problem. Pass the one the way they are out there and then they threaten we, then we come into peace. Then they all call for. So me, I know they blame our ancestors anymore. Then left give we what them feel say at that time they better education. No they don't get that much education, then try outside the able. We now in this generation, education day, technology day. Why we know they use with brain? We know they use all the resources that we surround we for let we make things better for ourselves. So if instead of we move forward, we just deteriorate. we spoil all what they left for we, and then we even go further. We know they even make. Instead of we make, we they steal back from we self and go time abroad. So the one the way be been take over from we to the way we say we need we independence. I mean, so me I know they blame the people them at all. So what are they say? Diamond digger, yes, they said and they diamond is value, but no value like now. People then they're not being get that education. Now just common sense, now then they use. Not just common sense. But now with all the education, with all the books, will be the grown will say, okay, we need people then for educate, we need that as far as it. The one the way they write now, majority of them, they don't go overseas, they get experience, then see how this side of the world look like. So why they not copy and make the same thing that we don't consider look like that? So people that are not been travel today, they not be know, they not see now how we look like. But we get the opportunity today for see more and learn more. Why we not go replicate the same thing for we self and we own people that love we make we own life better. So I don't see any need for blame them. I they blame we self. Now we say self. So me now I get for today.
So you feel say then self go blame we?
Yep. Now the real blame we then go ask you what we left you now. What make una not improve on them. What make una not maintain. We put on a school, so are they villages that then they put money together and say, Lord, send this person, let go land, so that way you can do something better. Then when they do that, I'm sure few people are familiar with that. But when they return, guess what? They go turn to corruption back again. And then they steal from them people that now, Kautanaya, can buy big houses, where they say they're not going to maintain forever. And when they die, he left them. And he left the people the way they back home, where they look up to you. So me, I believe saying now we young people that then get the bigger question for ask me. What we don't do for we country? What we don't do? The thing that we then left give we all. What we don't do with that? The factory they all don't close. The railway, they even see the track again. You get for really go fair now. Or then tell you say now I didn't pass to Adeo. Then they all not exist anymore. So what are for blame? Now we.
All right, thank you very much, Nancy.
Thanks for having me.
Nancy say, now we. Everybody don't get in your own. Okay. The phone line is still open. So if you want to be a part, you open here. I know that's busy, so I know say now after, but the phone line open. Yes, Umar from LA. What in the conversation go look like, sir?
My question, thank you very much for answering my call. The question where I go ask them, they use the word complacent. They say this word all the time with people let me relax. We say the white people and left, not over saying are lazy or they don't know what thing they do, but then they just feel say things could get better or they get worse. So we go ask them, say, why won't I get complacent? Why won't I relax? Because the problem here is, you see, even to we own age where we grew up in freedom. Sierra Leone people are one of the most laid back in the region. When Solomon they go work Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they don't begin to enjoy. Friday and a half day. The one that be in the work in a bank Friday, they don't even wear uniform, not regular clothes. So we get complete and we've been laid back. Now make you find out say where the worker it take them to heart because nothing would not be the experience. We'll be just the read books.
Quick, Umar. We be done ready for independence?
If we be, I think say we be ready for independence, then just not be no waiting, there not be no say things like this go happen the way it happened so today. Then take whatever way the white people let me get and whatever that they do then turn and they then take them for granted. Now that means they take them for granted. Because everybody they talk say, why when I left the railway go? Wow, well, let me not say that thing and they left them with them. Why they go? Then take them for granted. They not be feel say thing go be the way it been there today. Just like what Patrick tell you about in that be relax because if you work na NDMC, na that come on, na kona about. I pay ma. So I know all that thing and they me set me on people and me they dig diamond. Then me papa be they get money. Me papa work for most of them people and they were in call for so from Mamiene, all how they call Sulia Jazzy, all the people and they may be know them. Alaji Demba so na Peima, Bailo Bari them, you know. So but the thing is, not of us say in papa do bad. But that we people and be relaxed. Then be relaxed in the sense that this thing is there for a long period, or this year it need to go no way. Things need to change. So waiting with the worry for fix. So even because my sister will just talk to you, they talk say the train with the left, the railway with the left. No. Now the white people that left give with the railway, but some of you before they born now the railway we don't almost go. So now the complacent, they get relaxed, they take everything for granted. Say this, because story them in then I come out and they tell you, say, me don't see all type of diamond with me. They tell you, say, where you walk on the street, you they see diamond. You they kick diamond, you they see something they shine, you pick them up. Now come out, if they happen. So that means we say all that thing are not going to go. Because some people they talk now about the Badat and the tribalism. I try not to go on the other side too much because the reason being, yes, I said for now we don't know the tribes in now. We see what's in the go on at the south. If then and then have been tribed and before what's past me and they look what's in the go on at the south. Between the south and the west, how did they behave? Then just take a CNN poll the other day. Only 19% of Southern Republicans that they feel say Biden win the election. Only 19% out of 100% of them. So if Jefferson have been tried the same way they behave, so that media just say we Maradona now we age group them. Now we all born with it, we all in the 50s. So the anger or somebody will say Badat then they inside. The anger come after the war because some of we all be young, we all don't tell the story now. We all be the grow up, we not care about politics. It's not a problem. We not even care because some of we someone they now in party we party in the get host. That they go to more, they go lay down sleep. I not care. You know, we've been take everything nice, but from when the war done, would they see the way? Look the way people in the build houses there now, like anger. Some man they build us in a challenge. Even more than the diaspora. You don't go there. You don't see how some man they build us. You don't even go inside this if you don't die, because they try to forget that anger. So then tia not been get opportunity to them, or then tia I been tinap na corner. I been see they. Pardon back in the days in the 60s, in the 70s, they wouldn't be now myself na me own term. I take everything to myself. Now, and they happen with them with age group politician, yeah. Now, angry and greed, because then we feel say, what world when they grow up back in the 70s, or the one who grew up in the 60s, in mid 60s, will not see the change. The changes, or will not see the independent, then born now the independent will don't take place, then see the way checking time, how politicians they behave, then now don't reach to the age now, then serve dinner that field, then serve dinner at that age day, then get instead of the figure say, well, with my own generation, people and they will all be sitting at the same classroom. People and they will all be in the play ball in the street. People and they will all be in the play botkini. People and they will all be in the play belay. Now not take everything because now we all come up to that same day. Now we do things for now we all enjoy them. They're not there with that style. Look the houses and where they be. Look how they do things. So me young people they probably go say me because me myself don't ask people and they say me picking. Me don't make somebody else tell me say me picking. I don't know who side for start. I don't know what thing for tell you. They say things that don't go bad, but I don't know. Waiting for tell you, waiting go wrong, what side things go wrong. But me, they blame them too much. The only thing I could just say, they may get complacent, then take things for granted. They not be free say things go come the way we can so now. But we on generation, we can pick up we in the 50s and the other to the 60s. Now greed and anger. Anger now can set in. All man they look now say, why been they grow up people like Joamara Bangali, DJV Mambo, Ablai Conte, AKK, all them people here. Asangbe Shekanu, then guy have been the drive motor car and in the billows that maybe see I don't know now na Milton. If you get say, well, what about the one the war now all been go through that? They're not here. Now that now greed.
So you feel say we people and we feel say now so it go just continue, for improve them or vision not been there.
Vision not been there. And the thing is, God, let me tell you, I swear to God. Then people are not being feel say, wait man, they complete, they just take hand, go. Then they say, wait man, will still lay around the whole, because British Council be still lay. Wait man, they still lay around. Lebanese they can. So then be just sit down. When I be let back people up, even my own generation, look how we there. We be same sit down, just like what Patrick when they say, would they take over Kono? Now foreigner then. Now Maraka, Lebanese, now they can't take over. Malaka Libanese. Because I'm not going to say Madingo because we all Madingo now. We all, my mama na kisi Madingo. Now that Kalawe area. Would that guy be the sing but just when they come out? My mama come on na Buyedu area. But what I try for say is we get complacent. We the people and they're not been feel say thing like this go happen. So they're not been get that vision. Because we see some people and they talk now. Like Mr. Israel waiting in London. He don't explain you now. He old enough past me. He don't see other things and how they happen. They not be feel say things like this go happen. Not complacent. They get carried away. They get a little bit too lazy. Even we young generation will be the same. We the young one that will be just them up and bluff. When the talk says Salome man are the most Yankee man at the region, are the most bluff man, we just them and bluff. We wear we good and we know the best shoes and best clothes, best dresses, and dress nice. We let take things and pass through what we supposed for. I think so. We just take the eye off the ball. Now it happened. They take the eye off the ball. Now that's a piece happen, my brother. So now thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Omar from LA. Yes, Omar from Minneapolis. What's in the conversation go look like, sir?
Go be good one. Thank you, sir. I think one time I've been asking question about what if any stipulated thing for the president among them for payment, correct? I've been just a research. Say we really get a certain amount of money where the president will get by that country there, right? See, they have the Constitution 1971 stuff, when like $12,220, now the president for arm. I don't know if they don't, amend that thing there now or not, but that's not the salary that one. It's $12,220. I don't look at the whole thing, Sierra Leone, if you look at other countries, then they don't struggle like we struggle, but I think they handle them well. If you look at Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, all them places, they don't get big land like like other people then get to, just like we they get to. We'll get land, but if we are in a small place, we'll know say the place is small. The big question why me for don't ask them is like them Malaysia or other thing, they don't go through water or other stuff anymore. They come as one person for let them develop the place. And the way they build that place, they know say the place small. When say you don't get Baku surface area, what you do, you go up. Because never ending for go up. What do I mean? Then tall building them. Then other stuff. Then they create space for now. They will not left
then space them lay down, follow on get good roads and other stuff. Then a poor planning, they don't begin from them British time themselves. And I think say if you go to England self and some other stuff, then conservative stuff then end them they do. When do and then small way then they, if people let me don't think say, okay, Lord, they think ahead. Then think for the future where they can like we will the council now will improve on that stuff. But that initiative they not been did it. Then innovation then they or then thinking ahead it not been there. So question the woman for don't ask you, why would I not think say people then just for car after owner, for car advance more, owner deal for it and the way it is so. Owner build some places then at that place the way it is so. Now the struggle for roads there, this time people learn at the road that they sell. Because space not the way they create for say, hey, this is a market area, this not day for this. When I left the road. Now I make people in the crowd there this. Oh, the place city, but not enough for let handle the population where they sell like that market there. This. You see? Now problem now this. I mean, hearing me brothers tell me to talk about, you know, how Konobi this stuff. NDMC, what I tell you. NDMC then tell them they get quarters there, they get A staff, B staff, C staff. You understand? I know say why me brother back with no Patrick, we don't talk about number 11. When I say number 11, then Sansan, they plenty. These are diamond and extra natty. And not feel when I tell you say people that they pick diamond and grown alive or no. This is true. Not true. But waiting be happy. Then tell them they will know the thing say, hey, they know the thing say, hey, Lord, advance do this. Because they say in a corner and I tell them, oh, tomorrow they pay you. So people let me then happen and enjoyment let me different. They not think about developing stuff later on. Now, me myself will be able to attest to that. Waiting make people in that area then they can find out say, hey, you know what I see, then they be here and they not been do something for them. Now way the river will take for them. Wait for them, then kind of then big cities, then big town there, they not be done left corner because will not be even get you not be even get that out in this as a like explore. Come on and go other places there for let you go learn something, you explore stuff, you know some other places there. No, we've been so confined to that area. They say, hey, you know what I think? This na enjoyment place. You don't need to go other side for go do anything. They can't find out say their mistakes and they take a toll on we later on the beginning. The generation wake up after it. Because they're not even conflict of say, hey, I can build something there. Tomorrow, my family get for grow. Go Kenima, build something there. Tomorrow. Like the diversification where somebody will talk about. You know, you don't just need to put everything in one basket. You get for spread out. You know. Usa again, I say we will blame them people and therefore people that will be done there ahead. But I think say generation will not come after them. We be to say them for don't think ahead in that way. You see, so the blame I think say squarely they we all. We say several one candidate today who can a divisiveness we can with. We not think say, hey, you know like the thing. We don't they then suffering and they don't come off fire and account. They greed over everything on the camp day. Everybody then in small corner, they say, hey, you know what I think, this tribe here, now they are one for less than better, the other one then this one, they panel fat, and they all that stuff, there's a combination of all that, and I make the adversity to go on and on. But if we put all that aside, we can't say, hey, now work as one country for a common good. I think they go better everybody in that country. So if you ask today that question we ask, I think say that approach they will need for handle, but we all get blamed by this particular stuff here. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity for talk. Yeah.
Okay, before you go, we own part of the blame because this time if you follow the conversation, they say now waiting the forefathers then we don't do, now we just continue for waka. Now make I ask you if we not go change them. So now down there they say we own part of the blame because we're not going for change.
Exactly, that's the problem because here is the deal. Now, if you look at, for example, I tell you, everybody then at them small corner there because Friday then grandpa be done in a SLPP. It is saying they don't in a SLPP. So now that route today they follow. The one thing say hey, the northern and the eastern and now them for control the country this time. Or the northern and now them for control See the struggle they between. Because I then two positions and then they don't really dominate that country. Now, say when you see some other parties that don't begin to take part in the politics. But time in memorial, and the Northerners, the Easterners, they fight for this particular thing. Mainly the Mendes and the Timonese. You see, eh? So you get a problem from time in memorial. Everybody don't want a small corner. Now the generation where they come after that, they don't teach them and say, hey, these are the good party, these are the bad party, which is bad. So we self don't contribute in this particular stuff because of them teaching them the back time in memorial. Where we forefather them in the tell. You see, if we don't drop down one, forget about this, tribal stuff, regional stuff, sectional stuff, religious. Of course, the religious stuff is better because you distinguish the Muslims and the Christians. That I don't think it's a bigger problem than it. But that tribal stuff, that's what the main thing, regional stuff. Now, the big thing at that place. We need to drop that one day down. And I bet everybody, I challenge everybody, if we drop that one, they can't fight for the nation as one. We will see improvement. Because Kuala Lumpur, they don't go through a lot of stuff. Asia, they go through a lot of stuff where we probably will not even smell like kind of stuff. But today, 9 people in the, but you see building the way the road will know. They play small, but they advance. Now innovation, now up them go. Because the sky is at the limit. If not, then we said they don't do it, and for being a good space. Now, one thing when the government said before, don't do back in that place, then get money. If we get money, ask some people and say, hey, would they break this? I think that thing maybe don't come up one time after it or whether they broke also, then pay people their money, let them move or let them relocate to some other places. If not that, then we don't do it on the back set. But if you go give somebody, 20,000 for some people you don't spend 100,000 or almost spanner. You see the fracas, the confusion that can between you because member say that that person don't make for inflation and other stuff they compensate for them stuff that do. Or even at that, for long to create the country, make them perfect or even advanced, you get money for pay twice or 3 times that money the other person may not be allowed. Now sacrifice you get for do. For let the country, let the roads then begin expand. You will make the road then fine. If not done then we don't do, we go see the country will change. Then road and that is road, then buy some then, make people then relocate, give their land, now other places then make able build it. The road will open for we. Their market that they always see that their road there for don't know. Not to say the country not get money for that. I bet they get that. Some diamonds the way they come on that, or then don't know stuff the way they can. They're able to do that. If not then step they do, we don't do, to be able to create that country there as more than city or more than country. So now that make I blame we say for that because we don't see Fore and they don't come. They struggle for get that place they fix water no day, electricity no day. Now we for don't come together for develop that place.
Thank you very much, Omar from Minneapolis.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, I think we get to one more. We get to one more person. Make we bring him on board. How you feel about this conversation we will get today? We get one more person, make we just scout him. Yes, Alhaji. What's in the conversation go look like, sir? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, we'll not be the get you just now.
Okay.
Yes, what's in the conversation go look like?
Okay. First of all, go blame we forefathers then because there was no long term planning. Like we you go find a job or like we do open the offices. Say these are my short term goals. These are my long term goals. At that time, they don't get anything I call long term goals. All what they care about is like the present, whatever they've been there with. They just want to come under the with man. They feel say them go able to stand on their own, but they never think about the future. The way me other brother talk just he already explained all the details what to make we not go before because of this generation, we cancel, they not do anything. Because there was nothing in place for let this generation follow. You know? Everything is not about short-term planning. And I make, if you find out, say, we, even the streets there, you understand, if you go to lands and surveys and lands, you try to buy a land, you see, say, a lot of people, understand, there is no law where the government say you don't encroach into the road. You forget certain meters the way they left before you encroach to the road. Because if you want to do expansion, that place there where they left, we can able to go inside it and expand the road and do stuff like that. But there was nothing in the system. So there's not been left a plan we will follow. Like for example, Guinea, my brother been go buy one land. Unfortunately, that land, if you don't gain at the government, the system, I say, then get for put a railroad there in the place. So what you then get for end up do? Then get for go broke people. I don't know if that'll be but then that in Guinea. When they go broke people, they host them because the government be don't tell and say this is government area. They want to put a railroad now this place here. When they're planning and they will not get an salon, I make right now with the struggle. Then it hits another point where you say they for pay people, you understand, and let them move, come out to the city so they go able to expand the city and make them fine. Then do a Baltimore. Baltimore, I know they try for give compare, but just to give instances no more. Baltimore, then get some all hosts there where then at the city, and they right in the city, so it unbug the city. So what they do, they pay them almost double or triple the amount where they for sell the house. They for sell the house, and the guy then get for go move, go to other area like downside Maryland for go by them Aberdeen Proving Ground area then. So if you find out, say, because they be get planning for do in case of them here arise like where how the generation they come now, so then we just take for them planning and develop the country. For Sierra Leone, we don't have anything because we daddy them, then rush into for take something where they not get better plan for we the future generation. Like what we can so right now we for be enjoy a little bit than we picking the way they born, where they can now then official no more, staying in August for day, they got people in the street. So right now, I mean, there is no provision where they make for say this in 20 or 30 years time. Now, so salon get for day. It's all about me grabbing something at the present. Then when they talk about tribalism, up till now, even if you look the ministers them, the president, they all come on at certain villages, now the provinces, Tell me who don't say, okay, if who don't make your own village you say come on. I mean, in terms of building colleges, building schools, because all of them are improvement, all of them are development. If you know say na upline me come out, you understand? Then, but you put tribalism to other people, you understand? Say Tibini then the APC, then no more the rule. But I mean, you know, say nothing. Women didn't come back, as they say, because I'm not trying for tribalism over here. When they come back and say, well, they're Mendede. But if you look, you understand, both the Timini and the Mendes, they don't do anything in terms of developing their area which them promote. And at the same thing they go on with them politicians right now. It's all about grabbing and filling their pockets and their bellies. I mean, instead of they get a competition for say, okay, look, since I come on McKinney, I they go make McKinney, I they make her as a first-class city, I they make another city in McKinney where people know come on McKinney for can salon for can get ID card or passport all thing and they me, not have a next thing, but there is no competition. So all of them they also derive because of we people them before they not get any long-term goal for sure say in about 60, 70 or 80 years time, that's so salon get for tight. So but then provincial order make sure then go able to accommodate and fix the city. But right now we don't have anything like that. The city is so tight that I mean even the motor themselves, I don't know if you rush hour, I don't meet you beyond God reach street and all the side and day. I mean, there is no provision. You try for balance, I'm going to mount a quarter. It's the same traffic because there was no provision. Because therefore, we don't make a provision, we say they make overhead bridges them where they give shortcut for going to certain areas them. Even if they don't make it right now, I mean, pass you go for go broke some people, host them, where some people are not going to agree, and because they not get the money for pay the people. So if you find out, like I said about the conversation go, me are the blame with people because they not been get any long-term goal for fix Sierra Leone issue.
So what do you feel say then go blame we for?
What do you feel say they go blame we for? Because what we as a new generation, most of we don't can then Europe them. We don't can go school now, so we don't go with degrees them. You know, we don't see say salon need fix. Then with the common here, so we go instead of go fix salon, you know, instead of go fix what people don't pull, we sit down with the grabbing, trying like I been saying, we try for fill with stomach them, fill with your immediate families them, and instead of making the country. So now they make themselves the blame we right now because we for don't go fix salon right now. But oh yeah, we don't know more. For all the land in the world don't can land now so. For all the experience the world don't can get now so. We're going to salon for go make salon, not to salon we go make. Now we own pockets we go make we own family and system.
Okay, thank you very much, Alaji.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, Janet. What's the conversation go look like?
You know, I want to go a little bit back to 1961, where Milton Magai being give a speech. In that speech, Milton Magai, if anybody be don't read Milton Magai speech, you go find out say if they address the future, we the future. You say una way they na school now, the one that way they come after una. We don't do what we able to do at this time. Una we come after we. Now when I get this country here, it is your duty, your responsibility for build this country because we don't try. And when you read that speech there more and more, you realize say Pamilti Magai been kind of remove himself. He knew he was getting old. He fed all that fed stay with the other people for make sure say we will come. So when people and they say there were no short-term, long-term, mid-term or long-term plan, that is not true. That is not true at all. I was born in 1960. And when we grow up, then they time for educate we. So we go come and take over the one day maybe they go. This is life. This is life. Now replacement. There were two me papa been the build of Sierra Leone. All them quarters away in New Englandville. All to Hill Station, my papa be help build them place and as a child, what would they work at? It explained to me how the country been turned today and how the country don't turn out. And something my dad used to say, una safe now where they come, una get for a look at how una go improve this country for go forward.
What you
Not
say?
for una,
What you say?
yes.
Your daddy been the help build? Was he a
Yes.
construction worker, a contractor?
Yes.
Or,
No,
okay.
he be
just philanthropy,
yes.
so they're going to build for people.
No, not like that. He was working for a PWD, but what I'm saying is, what they instill in them was, work. You know what I mean? So then they tell you, say, then teach them the work for teach other people. So when Alaji says there was no long-term plan, no, there is always a long-term plan. This is so it's man on teach we even when they're out here. So then get when they put into place. When they train people. My father was never educated, but now with man teacher are for belows, and my papa me they train other people where they're under So this is a replacement. Say you not go there for the next summer. So then they train people, and this is what was going on. So when you look at UU building was built somehow in 1980 or somewhere around that. Or 79, 1980, I'm not sure now. If you like where somebody else been they say Omar been they say if all the buildings in Sierra Leone were built like that for accommodation purposes, maybe yes, we'll get space and this and that and blah blah blah. But also I think to say waiting we get for look at largely corruption. From Sheikh Stephen days, corruption makes Salon Day ID so not because the people don't want to grow. We not people that will get a growth mindset. We all want better, But when you get people that they in government, we not use the money properly. We not run the economy well. Then they create poverty for keep the people in one place. Because first of all, Tripoli, let me explain to you the Western area. The Western area wasn't that crowded. What to make the Western area became crowded of this nature, first of all, is the war. Let's don't forget. The war brought a lot of people from the provinces into the city. And then after that, they never went back. They stayed there. And then what can happen, for me understanding, political parties they now begin use the western area for popularity because the one gets bigger. You got to win the western area, whether you like it or not, and political purposes. But what me want to say tonight, it is not late for us to grow. Make we not blame with forefathers them. They did what they could, at the time what was available to them. For us now, we don't count. I wouldn't land small thing, would I land trade, would I land this? Let us go back home. What's make we not able to go salon? Now because they're within our power. For example, you inside the APC period, you got a lot of investors that will go salon. Wait till each day. Then they frustrate them. People come back here. And that's I met a lot of people and we don't tell me say, oh, I was in a country last week. I go do something there for go buy land for billows and low cost housing. Then frustrate me. Then while I put for them, I wouldn't do that. I cleared off. So there's so much going on. But what I want to say is that as we are on this media every day, make we encourage with government for empower we as people for return to we country them and be like what the Ghanaians then do, the Nigerians then do. Yeah, these people are not better than us, but na private sector na in make Ghana how Ghana turn so. Look at the hospitals in Ghana, So these are the kind of encouragement one give to everybody when I say Leone, to all investors listening to this program. Una come with we, let me go build the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Janet. Janet, now the last caller for today. What do you get for say about this one? From we forefathers them to now. For we they blame we forefathers them. We on generation, what have we changed? So because you come, you meet the place filthy, you self think say, now for just continue by the filthiness? Or you feel to say there is more we can do for fix them up. In Sierra Leone, the government of Sierra Leone, the past, the present, I don't know for the future, but one thing way I go tell you, for infrastructure, government no focus. Tell me which infrastructure will we get in a salon where you go point and pa after independence, where you go say na the government of Sierra Leone safe from all we minerals the move in the country. Na they the government pool for build that particular infrastructure there. From after independence to date, please show me. You talk about road. Go look at that in the finance then roads then they. You talk about building. Go look at that in the finance the buildings them. What do you want to talk about? How many loans then will they take? Where at the end of the day, we know they get nothing back for show for them. Let we not go far. Just few weeks ago, the companies them will be the mine iron ore. They be don't wrap up, they don't go. But they left the rail and the ports. Usai, where they don't get at the iron ore on, then they come, then for can export them. We own government. Now we own them because they want they don't go. Even I be make a program say even their locomotive then they we not forbid don't make let them go today. But wherever it is, then go the locomotive them. That the train them will be the transport the iron ore them. Right now we government of Sierra Leone, now we get the rail, now we get the ports. What's in the government to do? Instead of we, manam, make money out of them. We say no. We don't listen to Chinese company. In the name of waiting, say the Chinese company go do an expansion in the next 2 years. So we, as a government, not able for manam. Not so. We not able. From where the colonial masters then build Connaught Hospital. Why the top of colonial, the top of forefathers now? Where then build Connaught Hospital, Cottage Hospital. Who forefathers then tried. Which other kind of a hospital where you go able for talk say, the government of Sierra Leone really don't try. The one way they go launch today. Not to the government of Sierra Leone. I know some people can go say, oh, no, I'm talking about, let we help we self na force. Because quick we can talk say, oh, now the private sector, now for thrive and this and that. But waiting, we, the ordinary citizens, them, go set we own base upon. You see today, where the AYV reporter, they try for us say, this hospital owner can launch so. That person in a village go able go there. Me, I go answer you now and say, no. That hospital, they not a cheap hospital. Do we need it? Yes, we do. But the ordinary Sierra Leonean, the person from the village, from Fogbo, from Falaba, he go able go there? No, he not go able because he not go able pay the money. You go say yes everywhere. No, you not go able. True. But outside, the people then go where they need that kind of service there. What's in they try for Sinaya? Are they try for bring we come to date where they try for say, oh, the forefathers them and this and that? Say even right now as we speak, we not get vision. We don't. We don't. Because if we do, we go anticipate say, that mommy from so and so. How many times we not don't know say in Sierra Leone? With all what it go ala. If na train self we be don't find any kind way. The government don't tell we say the money they don't get that from the previous administration. That one day, then go build something make we self-see. We still wait for that. For now, na talks. For now, na talks. But if you know say the basic thing they talk about infrastructure, I beg show me from after independence to date, the government of Sierra Leone. What they talk about government? What did the government don't do? Waiting. We have all the minerals. Then go sign all the contracts. What exactly have we done? True say talk me feel to say politics and corruption na impuel salon. When we start the program, we play different songs them from different tribes. Anybody chamot naya? No. Nobody no chamot. What I mean chamot? Tribe against tribe. We all enjoy the different songs them from we even provoke one another for the one they will not be able to interpret for we. We make fun out of them. But if na be politics, you self no say not to say for the end. So when we are talking about tribalism, now where it comes to politics, now the tribalism day. Because in real life, with the intermarriage, so as long as with the intermarriage, tribalism, you get big question mark na Sierra Leone. But politics, now make with a field to say tribalism and nepotism. Now they use for puelwi. But if we exclude politics, trust me, we go live peacefully with Kolat, like how the Madingo man say. If you're not somebody will be in a free tongue, if you're not somebody will be attached to the Creole villages them, you gonna say before the war na Sierra Leone, the Creole people them be the Fen people them, where then they give them host to no more for take care of. Because they not be get one, then be get 1, 2, 3. Now then they go and Fen people them, bo, you know get posting, we go can't tap on a mios, we go take care of mios. That's all them be need from you. For tapping at the host and take care of the host. Now no more them be need. But now we get people them where they live under the bridge. Yes, from after independence to the start of the war, and between the start of the war to the end of the war, and after the end of the war to we present day Sierra Leone, the downgrading, the downward where we go, it's like a slippery slope. Now so we just they go down, 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 till we don't reach whose side we reach so. But nobody no go tell me say we've totally lost. If we lost, we know they get this conversation who they get so. We know they get them. We know we problem. We know we answers. But some people then say we're tied up. Are we really tied up? Umar from Minneapolis say, he say we they cry over spill milk, but always will they blame the forefathers them. He say we ought for take extraordinary steps for advance the country if we put we all and them on deck. I say the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, he make name na Ghana. Not so? With other African leaders them. Then do something there for them people them. He say, but true say talk me. We leaders them, they don't fail we. Brian Jallo say, he say without energy, power, no development, no go be sustainable. Even the industrialization who they talk about, let's not forget say, na key to a country in development. And the ordinary people them, they need more than waiting than they get right now. Till when then go get waiting really then deserve. That's a Amna to Sanusi say so. The hospital, it get for be for the elite. Martha Eronobi. Abdul Blah say, he said the white people them, They're not full when they give we independence. Then be think say we leaders them. Then be just angry for power. So then give we. Because we go ever live for the ask the question for say we been ready. We been really ready for independence? Sierra Leone. Sometimes you dey feel say the politicians them, then they take advantage over we. We're smart. And that with smartness day, we can try for work without integrity. We can work without patriotism. Even though we say we smart. Try for do business in Sierra Leone right now. Try for one for change somebody in situation right now. See what in the outcome go look like. But for say we go give up? No. We not go give up. That's the one part of the reason we they get the zeal for come here every day. Corruption and politics. Me, I feel to say, Nine Puel Saloon. It started right there when they go sign that paper for independence. Right there. The one that we go sign, we go take the paper. We didn't come. How long did they work for together? Do ya? You sabi Salon in history small. Tell me. Eh? How long them be work together as one? For say, we don't get the independence, we don't come. This na so the white man them be the waka with we. But we no want for waka that way. This na so one waka. Una let us sit down together ba. They know they again no. But let us see how we go push we self before. Now we don't get what you go take. Now independence una want day independently. Una hear the paper. We go, we take the paper. We go salon. How long did we work for? What him bring the rift between the one that we go take that paper day? Corruption and politics. From the day we then collect that paper. Because they always go for sign the paper. They not go with one mind. They not go with one mind. Everybody be get something under his sleeve. And they be just wait for them. And be think say certain things that they would be want do. But the white man then something that them be they stop them. With them presence be they. Or sometimes them be starting with good mind. And goody. Then, after they goody, then she say, okay. So now so things can they play. Oh, no. Well, what if? That's how it all started in Sierra Leone. Going downhill. Eh? All right. I believe so we don't get a good conversation today. We don't revisit we forefathers them. We don't revisit the good old days. 60 years of independence. Waiting we get for show for them. From how they cry for water. From how they cry for light. Good road. Health care. What have they really done for us? Election time go come. Then go promise we. When they take the power, then begin for give blame. Blame that one day. Blame this. Blame that. And sometimes, even the one that they rule we, then they lost focus. Then they forget what them be promised we. Because we mind them. We just look for cosmetic thing them. Now one green salon we get. If we not tend for men them now. The same question we will ask we forefathers them. Now the same question. Eh? We picking them get for can ask about we. Then we go tell and say our forefathers. Then they go ask you say, well, what thing una been do for change? Eh? What have we been do? And so we be get social media. Huh. There are certain things in the we still top the list. We come to religious tolerance, we get them. And if we able for uphold that one they take today, then why will they allow few politicians them for play with we? Why? Someone go say, oh, even the people. We the people self now we not the problem. That's true. That's true. We don't deteriorate we minds them. There are things that we know for being normal. We accept them for being normal. Things that we foresee like say this is wrong. We see like over say, it is what it is. We have work to do. Do ya make we not tire? In a big at the big. Make we not tire. The opportunity where you feel say you get for make any kind change in Sierra Leone. Please do them. Now we'll go left all thing for today. God help we, huh? Till we meet again tomorrow. Tripolese. Tata.